welcome to Real Estate Heat TV, the hottest new real estate channel. I am your host today, real estate coach and mentor Anthony Legins, and we got my man, real estate coach and mentor Armond Wright.
What's up? What's up?
Sir,
let's make it do what it do.
Yeah, we excited, man. We was talking, man, before we started turning on doing the show today, and I'm telling you, man, we geek, man. We hype, man. We excited to bring this heat to you, man, because today our mind came up, man. He got something hot to drop for us today, and I'm gonna chip in and I'm gonna speak, my mind on some things. But we were saying, we definitely want to give a shout out to you, our listeners and our viewers.
Yes.
We greatly appreciate your support. And, we give a shout out to everybody out here that's doing their thing in the real estate game right now. Whether you succeed or having some challenges, if you are having some challenges, you want to watch today's program because we're going to share some information with you that's going to be quite beneficial with you. So what we going to talk about today, Brother Armond?
Man, we're going to talk about mindset, man. At a lot of different programs, a lot of people start off with mindset, and you might see that common thing. A lot of people are probably just blowing that off. But man, it's critical, man. If you're going to do anything, you got to have your mind right. As we say, you have your mind right to get your money right. So we talk about mindset, getting your mind right. So say for example, you start your day in the morning and you listen to whatever music you listen to. Say you listen to some hip hop music or whatever. Getting you in a really, really good mood. Then all of a sudden, you got your day all planned out. You're going to do, you're going to make some phone calls. I'm just speaking from a real estate investor perspective. You're going to make some phone calls. I'm going to call this many people. I'm going to follow up on this many people. I got my music going to get me in a good mood, right? So I'm headed down the right path, right? I got my mind right. I got the music going. I'm headed down the right path. Then all of a sudden, say you get in an argument with someone. Yeah, you get in an argument with someone, or not necessarily an argument, or say a disagreement. Throw your mind off. You throw your mind off, and before you know it, your whole day just started going in a whole different direction. So the one thing we do is just we want to talk about that mindset, getting your mind right.
Yes, sir. Get your mind right, man. I remember, man, Jay-Z and Memphis Bleak and Snoop Dogg had a song that called Get Your Mind Right, man. I used to love bumping that song, man. It helped me out, man. But no doubt, man, because Armond and I, we'd never be successful, man, be getting to the levels that we've been able to attain in our real estate careers without the proper mindset, because real estate is a tough game, man. Real estate, is great. The money is lovely, especially once you get your, momentum going and things of that nature. But, you got to have your mind right. You got to have your mind right,
Absolutely.
But, we were talking to our mind, like, what gets you pumped up, man? What actually gets you pumped up to, man, actually want to get out here and, make it happen, man, like you do?
Well, one thing I'm a big fan of, like I was saying, you got the negativity out here. Like, say a lot of people spend a lot of time watching the news. Like, whatever side your political views, a lot of people get into politics or whatnot, whether you're a Democrat or Republican or whatever. A lot of people spend a lot of time doing that, and they throw them into a different type of mode. And before you know it, you are talking about something that's not about getting your money. You know what I mean? Let's talk about getting your money. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, it's still at the end of the day about you getting your money, because they getting their money. So that's what we want to get you focusing on, about getting the bag, you know what I mean? And so what kind of starts me off, I try to fill my day with a lot of positivity. So I get up in the morning, drink water. You got to keep yourself hydrated. The goal is to exercise every day. Some days I'd be slipping though, but the goal is to exercise every day. And as well as feed your mind. One thing I do consistently, feed my mind with a lot of positive audiobooks. Now you got, with the advancement of technology, you got YouTube and whatnot, feeding your mind with a lot of positivity. But it goes a little step further than that. You talk about your mind right, getting your mind right, but man, you gotta be hungry. If you want to be successful in anything, you gotta be hungry for it. You gotta be passionate about it, you know what I mean? And that's what we're passionate about helping as many people as possible. So we want you to subscribe and follow us. If you got some comments, you got some questions about real estate, you can type them down in the comment section. We get back with you, but that's what we're passionate about. We're passionate about helping you get to that next level. And if it's in real estate or whatever, we just all about just helping people. That's what we're about. They pass it over to Brother Legins.
Yeah. Man, Armond, I feel you, bro. I can't help but feel you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, you know, I like to listen to certain songs, you know, that motivate me, and it all depends. I mean, some days or some periods, man, I'm listening to classical, to be honest with you. I'm bumping out some Mozart requiems or, you know, something, you know, some Beethoven, but you know, I got my other days, you know, I got to listen to that Jay-Z, man. Or I've been vibing with my man Busta Rhymes' latest album, Extinction Level Event 2, man. I've been some of them songs been pumping me up, man, you know, but you got to find, you know, I'm saying that because you got to find what it is that's going to get you going, that's going to get you pumped up.
Yes.
You know, and then you have to learn how to be mentally strong. You know,
yes,
and that, you know, because getting all the, you know, you're gonna get a lot of no's. You're gonna get a lot of no's out here. You know, you're gonna try a lot of things, and things may not, you know, manifest, but as quickly as you want. You know,
right.
And that's the thing too, is that real estate taught me patience, because I, like, you know, most people, I like to have consistent cash flow. You know, you get comfortable with the 9-to-5 job, or maybe longer hours, you know, and getting that paycheck. But, you know, I had to learn, like with real estate, you may sign a contract today, all right, and that's technically a sale, but you may not get paid for another, you know, 2 to 4 weeks, you know, depending on what type of deal it is. So I had to learn how to wait. You know, but that kind of taught me some patience. But once you get that rhythm of flowing, then I'm telling you, it's gonna be great out here. You know, I was telling Armond, you know, real estate helped me achieve so many great things in life. You know, helped me achieve so many goals. Like, what are some of the things that you know really, you know, got you going there? You know, got you pumped up, Armond.
Man, for what I want to let the church say amen. Real estate, man. Real estate. Hey, it's been a tremendous blessing, man. I would say one of the highlights of my career. Yeah, the highlights of my career. Hey, well, we gonna get into it. But the highlights of my career, man, I was with Daimler Chrysler. I was with Daimler, man. And, you know, I was a supervisor at Daimler Chrysler at the Toledo plant, getting a little bit more specific, you know. But I was closing quite a few large real estate transactions. And believe it or not, I mean, you know, you close a real estate transaction, that's not an illegal move, man. But I was making so much money while I was as a Chrysler supervisor. And they used to pull me into offices, ask me why am I working here, you know, because at the time, you know, real estate transactions was published in the newspaper. And they see, you know, I make, you know, $20,000, $40,000. They like, what you coming in to work for? You know, sometimes I was a little sick after, you know, I'm making $40,000, man. Whew, I might have to call it sick for a few days. I'm just keeping it real with you, you know what I mean? But to keep it all the way real, not recommending this, but we talk about the real estate highs. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what. I had a real estate transaction and made like $200,000. Yes. And so with Daimler Chrysler, we did and I don't recommend this to nobody. Don't do this, but I'm just gonna keep it real. This is what I did. Don't recommend this. Don't do this because it's not good. I just didn't call them no more, man. I didn't call them. I didn't go back and pick up my safety glasses or nothing. I just, hey, I'm out. Deuces.
Oh, you was like you hit the lotto. I feel you. Like, hey, you know. Like, hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Beautiful thing, man. I had my youngest daughter, man. She's like, "What you doing today?" I said, "We just gonna sit here on the porch and watch the grass grow."
Man, that's heat. That's heat, baby. That's all right. You know, that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. And that's possible for you out there.
Yes.
You know, that's very possible, you know, but you have to be what they say, you have to be in it to win it, just like the lottery.
Yes.
You know, you got to be in it to win it. You know, you can't just keep sitting on the sidelines. Every day that goes by that you're sitting there thinking about, I should, you know, get into real estate. I should try and do this wholesaling thing, or I should do this or do that. You're losing valuable time and opportunity that you could take some time to learn, first of all, because that's gonna be that's part of that fear, that part of that hesitation is because you don't have that knowledge yet. You know what I'm saying? You're not knowledgeable on it yet. So take some time to learn a little bit at your own pace, you know, because we grown people. I mean, we can learn and take time at, you know, at our own pace, but that's how you begin to take those steps. You got to start taking steps.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to take it from just being a thought into taking action. That's how things are going to begin to start manifesting for you. And you can't, you know, I'm just like everybody else. I want to jump from here and be all the way, you know, up there like that. You know, I don't like to wait the time. You know, we in that fast-paced society, you know, clicking and moving, push buttons, you know, ask Google, you know, all types of things that we weren't able to do, you know, even, you know, 20 years ago. And, you know, right now, we really got to, you know, start taking advantage of learning these things now, because I was telling Armond, like, real estate has helped me. I had always wanted to buy a home in the neighborhood that I grew up in. I grew up in this subdivision called Rosedale Park in Detroit. And if anybody, you know, is familiar with that area, it's a nice part of Detroit. And the homes, you know, that neighborhood has always been nice, and it still is today. And I'd always wanted to buy a home over there. But, you know, until I got into real estate, I was able to position myself to be able to find a home over there for a good deal, work it out with my real estate knowledge, and be able to buy a home that I, you know, in the area that I always dreamed of, you know, owning a home in. I've been able to, you know, the fancy cars, you know, plenty of cash, plenty of good times, you know, with the money. You know what I'm saying? We can't go into that type of details, you know what I'm saying, right now, but I'm telling you, you know, and it's all because of real estate. It's all because of real estate, but I had to put that work in the beginning, though. Trust me. I mean, you know, and we still putting work in, though. Don't think that we not still, we putting work in. But, you know, but you got to keep putting work in. You know what I'm saying? So, but you got to start. And, you know, if you want to get that money, you know, where you can get, you know, I mean, you could make more in a month than you probably made in the past 2 years, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, it's unbelievable sometimes what you can do. You know, it's like I'm on Facebook groups sometimes, and, you know, I see people posting about, you know, they were working, you know, for, you know, a few months, and they're ready to give up, but they finally got that first deal, and it might only been a couple thousand, but they so excited, and they know, because once you get that first deal, then you're gonna know that this is real. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to learn how to do your first deal, you're gonna have to get with my man Armond. Well, excuse me, Armond, well, whichever way he is, but you know, he's over there. Armond, man. Armond got that the fast house flipping system, Armond.
Yes, sir.
Man, he did the case study on where they did $77,000. If you didn't catch that video, matter of fact, you'll see the link to that at the end of this, man. It's $77,000 in 1 week. What was it, before Christmas or this past Christmas? Right. When we all, everybody crying, and, you know, I mean, and not to make light of things, but, you know, everybody is struggling, and in their, you know,
real struggles. Yeah, we recognize that. Real struggles. Yeah.
Real struggles, real life struggles. And I don't mean to minimize it at all, but I'm just saying that with his real estate knowledge and what he's can teach you right now, and, you know, say you didn't make 77,000 and you only made 7,700. What would that do for you right now? What would that do for you right now? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, I mean, you know, that he's showing the case study to show you the potential. You know, it ain't no guarantee that that's what you're going to make, but you got to shoot for the stars and land on the moon. You know,
There you
still
go.
there. You know, you still,
Right.
still a lot of space, you know?
So going back to that case study though, you know, going through there, because obviously that was several deals closing, you know, in that week, but it all starts with the mindset, right? So say, for example, if I had the mindset that, like, you know, say if I had the mindset where, you know, I got 4,000 closed and I'm like, oh, I'm good. You know what I mean? The rest of the money wouldn't have came. So you got to have that mind, you had to have the right mindset. And just like how we talking right now, kind of smooth and cool, some people might believe that your real estate transaction is going to kind of go like this. You know, we just kind of cool and smooth. Sometimes, man, I mean, as Anthony could attest, sometimes, you know, even as a real estate investor or as a real estate broker, sometimes those conversations get kind of heated because we talking about this money, right? You know, we talking about getting this bread. And then sometimes in certain situations, you will have people just keeping it real will try to cheat you out of your money. Even though you're in a profession, you might think that, you know, we're in this profession and that everybody's going to treat us really, really good and things like that. Nah, man, you know, you got to have your mind, right. Not saying that you want to get into any type of engage with people in any type of, you know, fist fights and nothing like that. But I'm just saying you got to have your mind in check for that too, because, you know, normally if somebody goes sideways with me on my money and we're out in the streets, then we're going to handle it a little bit different. So it's just so important to have your mind right. You know, you got to have your mind right to get your money right. And the one thing is you got, you know what I say, well, not just what I say, what the story, what other people say, if you can conceive it and if you can believe it, you can achieve it. So first you got to see yourself as a successful investor or as a successful business owner. You got to see it. You got to be a salesman, but you got to sell yourself first. You know, you got to believe it. And once you see it and you believe it, now we just going to reverse engineer that thing and just walk right into it. But every day, you know, pumping yourself up with that positivity, listening to the positive audiobooks or you read books or whatnot, and just walking into it. Because we got a lot of negative stuff out here, you know, in the world. We got this COVID stuff going on here, uncertainty with jobs and whatnot. So what we want to do is just try to surround yourself with a lot of positive people, like, you know, Brother Anthony here. And, you know, he's positive, you know what I mean? So I want to surround myself with a lot of positive people who have that same type of energy. Now, some people, as you walking in your light, some people you're going to have to cut out, you know what I mean? Either cut out, or if it's like a significant other and whatnot, you might have to limit the time being around them. I say, I'm not trying to drive nobody to divorce court or nothing like that. But I'm just saying that you're going to have to carve out your success. And it's you know, we can give you the roadmap, but ultimately it's going to be up to you. And people might say, well, I don't have this and I don't have that. I don't have money. Or I'm really, really in a really bad spot right now. One thing, if you're in a real bad spot or wherever you're at, two things, right? Two things. For one, have a plan. Now, wherever you at, you can come up with a plan. Number two is execute that plan. So you can come up with the plan. Number two, execute the plan. So you might say, well, I got the plan to execute the plan. I didn't hit it. Okay, why didn't you hit it? Let's go through some problem solving techniques and let's get right back at it. And what's going to keep you going every day is that hunger. I want it. You know, how bad do you want it? You know what I mean? I want it. Right. I want to help you. We want to help you. That's why we're here. But how bad do you want it? You got to believe in yourself. And if you want it, we're here to help. That's why we're here.
There it is, man. Oh, man, I love it, bro. I love it, man. You drop, man, what you say, you dropping them nuggets, baby.
Nuggets.
I love it, yes, man. You bringing that heat, man.
Yes.
Y'all, man, you got to understand, man, Real Estate Heat TV, man. Listen, what Armond said, I really hope you guys rewind, man, or internalize that, man, because that's so key, man. It's so key. You know, it's one thing that I remember when I was thinking about when Armond was talking there. is that I remember when I first got into real estate, my grandfather suggested that I get my real estate license because we were having a conversation. I was at a point in my life where I was getting frustrated because I think I was getting ready to turn 30. And, you know, sometimes, you know, when you're growing up, at least my thought is that I wanted to be at a certain level in life by the time I turned 30. And I was becoming real frustrated about how come I couldn't, you know, basically how come I wasn't rich. You know, I ain't gonna lie. That was what my thought was, like, man, I should be rich by now. You know, I thought, I always told myself I'd be rich by 30, and then it didn't happen that way. And I was, you know, upset. So I asked my grandfather, because my grandfather, he rest in peace, he was a very successful real estate developer. And, you know, he's a wealthy man. And I asked him, like, you know, hey, Grandpa, what can I do to get rich like you?
Right.
I just flat out asked him, you know, because I was at that point, you know, and he said, well, you 90% of the way there. And I'm sitting there like, man, what the heck is he talking about? And I was like, well, you know, Grandpa, what's the other 10%? And he said, get your real estate license.
Wow.
He said, get your real estate license. So it took me years to understand what he meant. What he meant is that 90% of it is that desire, man.
Yes.
It's that wanting to get there. You closer than having that desire is you so close. Sometimes we don't see how close we are to where we really trying to get. You know, we give up right before we right there to grab it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, keep that desire, but then that other 10%, right, was to get educated, basically, get my license so I can get educated on real estate, because I didn't know nothing about real estate at that time, nothing. And I was clueless, you know, and, you know, that's where it's at. And like, you know, I'm sure we said before, man, we've made we made a whole lot of money over the course of our, you know, I think Armond and I've been in the business for about the same amount of time. So over our span of, you know, close to 17 years, you know, we definitely did millions, you know, as you should, you know what I'm saying? As should be expected with somebody that's out here full time, you know, all the time, ups and downs.
Yes.
Still out here grinding and making it happen. And that's type of passion and determination that you have to have. You know, just don't give up. Just don't give up. No, you can do it.
Yes.
No, you can
believe
do
in yourself. Yeah.
Believe in yourself, man. I believe in you. I know you can do it.
Right.
I'm 110% positive that you can do it, as long as you convince yourself first.
Yes.
And then come see me or my brother Armond over here. I keep going the wrong way. My brother Armond over here. You know what I mean? And get that education, get that training that you need. We gonna help you. You see, we passionate. You see that we care. You know, we not just saying these things to be braggadocious. We saying these things to motivate you and get you hyped. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because this is real. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Real estate, Heat TV. I had to shoot that plug in. Oh yeah, tell them,
TV.
Oh yeah, man. Oh man, yeah, guys. We are live on our website officially. Yes. www.realestateheat.tv.
Yes.
Realestateheat.tv is going to be below. Go check us out. We're going to catch the latest shows before they even get onto the YouTube. You'll be able to catch them on our website. So go ahead, set it up. Go ahead and check us out. Subscribe now to make sure that you are able to catch Armond and I and all of our other talented people and guests that we'll be bringing on to our shows and our new programs and series. We got so much heat planned for you guys. Just stay tuned, subscribe. I guarantee you that you will definitely love what we have for you in the future. Well,
Absolutely,
go ahead,
absolutely.
Armond. Go on and wrap us up, man. Get us up out of here, Armond. Drop that last minute word for us, brother.
Hey, one thing, like I said, we here to try to help as many people as possible. So one thing that we need you guys to do, one, right now, if you haven't subscribed, we need you to subscribe, like right now. Two, we need for you to share this out with your friends. We want you to post this up on your Facebook page, post it up on your LinkedIn page, share it out to your people, and encourage other people to share it out, because this show right here is all about helping people make what? More money. We dropping that Real Estate Heat TV straight to you. It's coming straight to you. So if you feel as though you've been blessed with this information, bless some other people. That's what it's all about. It's a giver's gain in the world. You know what I mean? The more people you help, the more it's going to come to you. So that's what we out here doing. We out here trying to help people, and eventually what it's going to do, come around and help us. You know what I mean? So just pass it on. Like I say, pay it forward. Share it out on your page. Share it to your friends. Tell everybody. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a brother. Tell a pastor. Tell a pimp. Hey, let them know that the Real Estate Heat TV is right here.
Oh yeah, Real Estate Heat TV, the Armond and Anthony Show.
Yes, sir.
And we out.